What's going on, our Alliance, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront Outer Rim DLC related video. Now, this is going to be based off the live streams which happened yesterday for the Outer Rim DLC pack, and I have all of the information from those live streams right here in this video, so it's probably going to be a long video, so I recommend only watching this when you actually have a spare 10, 15 or so minutes to actually sit down and ingest all of this information I'm going to be throwing at you in this video. The live stream links for you to go and check out their past broadcasts are also in the description below, so make sure you go and do that because they were insane live streams with a lot of gameplay for you guys to look over. So I'm going to start off first here with the new hero and villain added to Star Wars Battlefront through the Outer Rim DLC, and we're going to start off with Nien Nunb. Now, Nien Nunb can lock down part of a map with a turret he can place down that increases in power as you actually get more kills. Just be aware the turret's power resets if it is destroyed or picked up. Additionally, he can drop up to 4 proximity mines in a smaller game modes, while he gains an orbital strike in larger game modes. His final ability is called the Fast Pulse Rifle, which is basically the pulse cannon just adapted so it can be used by a hero and it is more powerful. And he also features the character's laugh straight from Return of the Jedi. The infamous Star Wars villain who was shot first by Han Solo shares the same concept of increasing power based on actions in the game. In this case, it involves Greedo's grenades. You will start with the Dioxis grenade and work up to the thermal imploder, which becomes available as the character strings together kills. DICE calls this a confidence level, and it is displayed above the health bar. Dropping out of combat will reduce their power though. He also has a powerful version of the Scan Pulse, which highlights enemies for only Greedo to see. His final ability is his precision shot, which locks onto all enemies within his sight for him to shoot at with his blaster. That is also based on how high his confidence level actually is, but I'm not too sure how it works at the moment. The Green Bounty Hunter also can sprint as fast as Luke Skywalker, and I'll get on to Luke Skywalker's pace and his nerf later in this video. The Outer Rim DLC is considered the close quarters DLC pack for the season pass, and all 4 new maps support the new extraction mode, the new maps being Jabba's Palace, Palace Garage, Suro Sub Refinery and Suro Sub Pipelines. The new extraction mode, which is a 15 versus 15 game type that tasks the rebels with escorting a cargo cart through checkpoints while the Imperials attempt to stop it. The cargo cart will have a squad shield on it, which has a 60-second cooldown, giving rebels a lot of cover, but it is a limited resource. This is similar to the payload game types in other titles. Heroes will spawn as the shipment progresses from one checkpoint to the next. Only a rebel hero will spawn at the first checkpoint, and a hero for both sides will spawn at the second, and only an Imperial hero will spawn at the third and final checkpoint. So you could have some form of insane showdown, say between Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, the Emperor, and Leia, or someone like that at the end of the extraction mode. The hero pickup for each checkpoint is set by the map and will not respawn if killed. However, both sides can have up to 2 heroes playing at the same time. The Heroes vs Villains mode is receiving some significant changes with the new Star Wars Battlefront DLC as well. It is now an 8 versus 8 mode with the ability to choose which hero or villain you want to play at the beginning of the round, to spice things up rather than just being randomly given a hero or villain which you might not be very good at. Each round will also be limited to only 2 honor guards, and they will not respawn during the round when they die. The new weapons are also on their way, with the free weapons being the DL-18, the blaster pistol stole from Jabba's Palace guards in Return of the Jedi, and the DLT-19X, which looks like it is an energy-based sniper rifle or marksman rifle like the T-21B. It is joined by the Relby V10 micro grenade launcher / single shot blaster rifle hybrid, most notably wielded by the bounty hunter Bosk, and the DT-12, which is the blaster used by Greedo, is also being added to the game. The scattergun will penetrate personal shields and squad shields, while the Dioxis grenade will be similar to the smoke bomb in Battlefront, but the gas cloud will poison and kill enemies that walk through it. The Adrenaline Stim card will allow you to also regain health quickly, which will be beneficial when you are in close quarter combat and need that health regen to battle your way out of danger. The power-up seen in the trailer is known as the Ion Disruptor. It charges up to fire an ion discharge which can damage heroes, vehicles and soldiers. So that's going to be probably a really powerful power-up, and it's probably going to be one of the favourites actually in this DLC. The new weapons are tied to the previously teased Hutt contracts. This is similar to the daily objectives that tasks players with completing certain goals. Completing the Hutt contracts will become available when the players hit level 12 and unlocks all of the new star cards and weapons in Star Wars Battlefront the Outer Rim DLC. There is a new level cap which has pushed the cap up to level 60, giving us 10 more levels to battle through. We also have a new level 60 reward known as the Weequay skin for the Rebel side, which looks cool and is known for being the pirate race in Star Wars The Clone Wars and on Jabba's sail barge in Return of the Jedi. Hero Hunt has also received a big update which makes it fairer to play. Now it is based on how much damage to heroes you do. So the more damage you actually do to heroes, the more chance you have of becoming the next hero. It is now a percentage based damage system, so the top 3 players who dealt the most damage to the hero will be put into a draw to become the next hero, and one is randomly selected. As the game continues, the more percentage you have builds up, giving you even more chance to become the next hero. Once you become the hero though, and you are defeated, your damage percentage drops back down to 0. Other gameplay changes are coming to Star Wars Battlefront that will be available across the game without the need to purchase the Outer Rim DLC. Post-match auto balancing is being added and will ensure players do not play the same faction on the same map back to back. Darth Vader's parry time with his lightsaber has been increased from 4 seconds to 8, while Luke Skywalker's sprint speed has been slowed down. Combat roles are also added back into the Star Wars Battlefront series, and you can only roll side to side, but it is great to see this feature back from the original Star Wars Battlefront games. New quick match options have arrived, which include 3 matchmaking buttons, one for 40 player game modes, one for 12 player game modes, and one for hero modes. So in theory this should make it easier to join games, as it includes a wider variety of game modes in your search. 2 brand new Easter eggs for the Outer Rim DLC have already been spotted in the live streams, with a dead Rancor being in Jabba's palace, and the creature from A New Hope trash compactor in the Death Star can be seen in the Sura sub-refinery. Let me know down in the comment section what you actually think about this DLC pack, whether you think it was worth waiting for, and whether you guys will be buying it. I already have the season pass, so I will get this on the 22nd for you guys to be able to see everything that's actually included in it for the first time, properly by me anyway. Smash a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and also subscribe to be kept up to date with all things Star Wars Battlefront. Other than that, may the Force be with you.